Is your business losing customers because no one's available to answer them? Let me show you why a chatbot might just be the best hire you never made. First, the 24/7 support. Your customer don't sleep on a schedule. A chatbot is always online, no holiday, no breaks. Someone messages you at 2 a.m., done, handled. Second, cost saving. Hiring a full support team is expensive. A chatbot can cut those costs by up to 30% without sacrificing quality. Third is lead generation. Every visitor on your website is a potential customer. A chatbot qualifies them, captures their info, and moves them down the funnel automatically. Fourth, instant replies. Nobody likes waiting. A chatbot responds in seconds, which means happier customers and better reviews. Fifth, personalization. Modern chatbots don't just give generic answers, they use your customers' data to give tailored responses, making every interaction feel personal. Sixth, scalability. Whether you have 10 chats or 10,000, a chatbot handles them all at the same time. It grows with your business. And finally, data and insights. Every conversation your chatbot has is data. You'll know exactly what your customers are asking, what's confusing them, and where you are losing them. So let's go for a demo of our chatbot.
Hello everyone, my name is Faiz Ahmed, and today I'm going to be showcasing you a chatbot that we made here in Vertify Lab using NA10, Google Calendar, Google Sheets, and Google Docs. And for caching, we use Redis. So let's get right into it. So to start off, at first, the bot receives the text messages from a client, for example. It first checks for rate limiting. Is the client sending a lot of messages, like spam messages, in a consecutive manner in a very short time? If it exceeds a certain amount, for example, 10 messages, the bot puts a timer on the session so that the particular person or the client or the user does not is not able to spam us with spam messages. So right after that, the bot tries to check for if the message is about cancellation. uh, if not, then it goes for rescheduling. If it's about cancellation, it just goes to the cancellation execution. That's all. We'll get right into it later on. So then the helper functions works on some data that that the bot receives from the client or the user. And then if it's about booking, um, the bot the whole workflow or goes to the booking section. If it's about queries, then it goes through the query section. If it's about rescheduling, it goes to the rescheduling logic, or cancellation for the cancellation logic. It's very simple, in a very simple manner. So let's talk about how or what the helper functions are doing. For example, we have a time converter. Since we are working from a different time zone, we are working from Bangladesh, so our time zone is not going to be similar with the other countries, people from other countries. So we put a time converter so that people from other countries, if tries to book, for example, from say Toronto 1 p.m., they want to book an appointment at that time. The helper function converts it to our own timeline, so that it helps us to keep track on when the uh, meeting is about to take place. Then we have a merge booking state. This whole part is basically keeping the whole state of the session. So that's where our caching is working. We are using Redis for that. And also every time a session ends, we are deleting the session so that it doesn't clogs up our whole Redis database. So we try to keep it efficient as much as possible. So with that out of the way, right after that, if someone, say for example, wants to know about some services about our business. So what the whole chatbot does is that We have a doc file which has the business logic behind it, and it fetches the whole doc file from whole business logic from the doc file, and just summarizes the whole thing and pinpoints what the client or the user needs and delivers it on that. So we try to design the whole thing in such a manner that we don't have to use a lot of tokens, so that our costs don't go up and we can maximize our output for the whole business. So if anyone wants to book an appointment to, say for example, know about our services, or for custom services from us, the whole bot can handle that through conversation. So basically, it will just go to our Google Calendar and creates an event there alongside the client's name and email. And we also have a with logger. Basically, we try to implement the whole logging of the conversation and whatnot using Google Excel, Google Sheets, for our easy understanding. For example, here the whole logger logs the whole conversation or appointments through Google Sheets, so that we can easily understand what's going on and when is our appointment taking place. Moving on, we have a reschedule logic where if a particular user or client wants to reschedule his appointment, the bot can also handle that in a different session as well. And same goes for the cancellation.
Think of a chatbot as a 24/7 team member that never gets tired, never misses a lead, and always stays on brand. If you want one bill for your business, please reach out at vertifylab@gmail.com. Thank you so much.